Hello, everyone that's joined. We're just going to wait for another minute just for allow for some more registrations to come through, and then we'll start the presentation. Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Tim Little. I'm the National Field Sales Manager for Sonnen Australia, and I'd like to welcome everyone joining us today as we launch the latest evolution in home energy storage solutions for Sonnen. We would like to acknowledge this land that we meet on today as the traditional lands for the Kaurna people, and we respect their spiritual relationship with their country. We also acknowledge the Kaurna people as the custodians of the Greater Adelaide region, and that their cultural and heritage beliefs are still important to the living Kaurna people of today. Today we'll be giving a brief overview of Sonnen, and then we'll share with you the first look at our new smart home energy storage solution. Throughout the presentation, there'll be a couple of polls that we encourage you to participate in. You can also submit your questions, and given time, we'll try and answer these for you at the end of the presentation. Our vision at Sonnen has always been to provide clean and affordable energy for everyone by challenging the existing energy system in order to accelerate the transition to a clean energy future. We are using the power of the sonnenCommunity to create a future that is clean, networked, and affordable. This timeline shows the journey of Sonnen over the last 11 years. Sonnen was founded in Germany in 2010, and in 2014 we introduced the sonnenCommunity. And in 2015 started our global expansion, opening manufacturing facilities in the US. In 2018, Sonnen opened this facility here in Adelaide at the old Holden manufacturing plant. And in 2019, Sonnen became part of Shell Renewable and Energy Solutions. Today, Sonnen has over 70,000 smart home energy systems installed worldwide. Today, Sonnen has facilities across the globe in Germany, UK, Italy, US, and Australia. And from Australia, we also export to New Zealand. All sonnenBatterie models are ready to be connected to the sonnenCommunity to enable consumers to receive additional value from their investment whilst helping to support the grid. We operate proven technology with over 8 Sonnen VPPs worldwide. In Australia, we offer consumers 2 energy offers, Sonnen Flat and Sonnen Connect, and we have 3 megawatt of capacity registered throughout New South Wales and South Australia, providing grid support services via the FCAS market. And now the time has come to introduce our newest sonnenBatterie. We have listened to the feedback from our consumers and installers who have told us what they desire in a battery system. A high quality battery that can be installed outside, have an inbuilt backup supply with a higher output rate, and a battery that's easy to install. Armed with these key requirements, we collaborated with our Sonnen colleagues from around the globe, particularly Germany and the US, and we are now very excited to introduce to you the sonnenBatterie Evo. With over 10 generations of sonnenBatterie, sonnenBatterie Evo is Sonnen's first outdoor rated product, and we are excited to launch it here first in Australia.
Energy is yours.
We have delivered on the feedback from our customers and installers with an easier and quicker installation, an IP56 rating, meaning the system can be installed outdoors and indoors without the increased cost and time to install an additional cabinet. This means there are more options to find a suitable location to install the battery around the home. The sonnenBatterie Evo has a fully integrated emergency power supply backup capability with a continuous output of 5 kilowatts and a 7 kilowatt surge capacity. This means that the customer can operate more loads connected to a designated supply circuit, also contributing to an easier and quicker installation. There's just the one capacity of 11 kilowatt hours. We continue to use our safe, long-lasting LFP battery chemistry. sonnenBatterie is an AC coupled solution suitable for retrofits and new installation, and will be German designed and German made, and comes with Sonnen's industry-leading 10-year, 10,000 cycle warranty. A more compact design than the previous sonnenBatterie models, making it easier to install under ASNZ 5139 installation guidelines. The sonnenBatterie Evo has a modular installation. The system will be delivered in 5 components, again making installation and handling easier. The main cabinet with the power unit, 2 5.5 kilowatt hour battery modules, and a floor mounted plinth with adjustable feet, as well as an accessory kit, giving it a total installed weight of approximately 163.5 kilograms. The cabinet is also fitted with active cooling, and the brushless fans are rated for 60,000 hours of operation. Simple, easy access external controls with an on-off button, a black start button, which we'll explain later, and an LED status indicator. Similar to the Eclipse on previous Sonnen models, the LED status indicator pulses and will change colour to indicate different statuses. White for normal, orange for offline or loss of internet connection, green for no grid connection, and red as a system error. We now have our first poll coming up on the right-hand side, and it would be wonderful if you could share your thoughts with us. The sonnenBatterie Evo's power unit has been designed, developed, and manufactured by Sonnen. It gives us greater flexibility and control in the development and design. The power unit has proven reliability, having been part of the Sonnen core battery model in the US since October 2020. A maximum charge discharge rate of 5 kilowatts, an increase from the 3.3 kilowatt of our previous model. The sonnenBatterie Evo is an AC coupled model, suitable for new and existing PV installations, and this can also help with some network approvals that can be complicated using an AC coupled hybrid model. sonnenBatterie Evo is a single phase model. However, like previous Sonnen models, we provide a 3-phase energy meter that can be programmed using an LCD screen to read all 3 phases of a site. The sonnenBatterie will react based on the information received across all phases, and net metering will net the readings from the 3 phases for the customer's billing. A wide operating temperature also helps with greater efficiency in an outdoor environment. And the power unit has a high efficiency rating of 94.4%. Custom Sonnen Module 4 battery modules with custom BMS designed by our Sonnen R&D team in Germany. We continue the Sonnen tradition of using safe, long-lasting LFP chemistry, which is cobalt-free. Cobalt is a toxic metal that can be mined unethically and reduces the recyclability of battery cells. Each module has a capacity of 5.5 kilowatt hours, giving the sonnenBatterie Evo a usable capacity of 10 kilowatt hours. Each module has a nominal voltage of 102.4 VDC, paired in series, giving the system a total nominal voltage of 204.8 VDC. Easy installation was a key requirement of sonnenBatterie Evo. This has been achieved by maintaining a modular design, reducing the weight of the total system, rear and side options for cable entry and comms entry. This allows for neat installations whilst flexibility in design depending on the site requirements. Pre-wired Wago push terminals for quick and easy connection, and molded battery cables for quick and easy connection. Local installation, service, warranty, support is based in Adelaide, with a growing team of technical and customer service agents. We also have an in-house engineer that can assist with system design, and we have a local install trainer available to support your future installations. sonnenBatterie EV has an integrated EPS backup functionality. This means no additional connections box or Sonnen Protect unit is required with this model, making a gain for an easier installation. The backup supply is a 5 kilowatt continuous and a nominal current of 21.7 amps. It has a surge capacity for 5 seconds at 7.2 kVA and a 100 millisecond surge of 8.6 kVA, allowing for startup voltages for separate devices in the home. The higher output enables more circuits to be connected to the EPS supply, meaning the customer can use more appliances when there is a grid outage, and also reducing the time and cost to separate designated circuits in the customer's board. The sonnenBatterie Evo can process 6 kVA of AC coupled solar through its backup circuit. The sonnenBatterie Evo also has a black start function. If there is a grid outage and the sonnenBatterie Evo still has storage capacity available, it has the ability to provide a grid reference to the AC coupled PV inverter, creating its own microgrid, allowing the backup circuits to continue to be supplied by PV if it is available, and to also recharge the battery system for use when the PV stops producing. If the sonnenBatterie Evo's capacity is depleted, then when the PV generation is greater than the load inside the home, the customer can press the black start button on the side of the Evo, and then again it will supply a grid reference to the AC coupled inverter, and again will be able to supply the loads in the home and recharge the battery through its own microgrid. The sonnenBatterie Evo has a number of operation modes built in. The self-consumption mode, which is the normal mode of operation, where excess PV is used to charge the battery, and when the customer's load is greater than the PV being generated, the battery will discharge to help cover. Time of use management to take advantage of time of use tariffs, which are becoming more and more common across the networks. Numerous settings can be implemented to make sure the battery is charged, either from PV or the grid, to help cover peak tariff periods. All Sonnen batteries are enabled to join one of the Sonnen VPP offers, Sonnen Flat or Sonnen Connect. Sonnen Connect is a VPP offer where, in return for the customer letting their battery be used for support to the grid via FCAS demands, they can earn extra value to help improve their return on investment. With Sonnen Connect, the customers have the freedom to stay with the electricity retailer of their choice and will receive all of the benefits like feed-in tariffs, cheap rates and discounts that they currently enjoy. And in addition, Sonnen will pay them a $100 sign-up bonus and then 82 cents per day that they are connected, whether their battery is called upon to provide services or not. The integrated backup function, as previously discussed, with the customer having the ability to set and change their backup buffer to ensure they have stored power for an expected event. All sonnenBatterie customers also get access to the new customer portal. The portal lets the customer see the historical data of their battery. The customer can also see the live data from the system, including the AC coupled solar, and the status and cycle count for their sonnenBatterie. They can also receive news updates from Sonnen, adjust their backup buffer, and notify the service team if there is an issue with their battery. The portal is available in web form, but also through smart apps as well, giving your customer power at their fingertips as they can check and review in real time the activity of their sonnenBatterie. We just have our second poll now on the right-hand side as well, if you'd like to participate. In summary, we were really excited to be able to introduce to the new sonnenBatterie Evo today. The sonnenBatterie Evo delivers to the market a battery that is rated for outdoor installation, has integrated backup with a 5 kilowatt continuous output, easy installation, safe, long-lasting battery chemistry, German design and made, a 10-year, 10,000 cycle warranty, and with local support. For more information on the sonnenBatterie Evo, including pricing, pre-orders for the first stock arriving in Q1 next year, you can contact one of our 3 national distributors, AC Solar Warehouse, Green Tech or Trade Zone. Contact Sonnen directly with the details you see here, or get in contact with your local Sonnen regional sales manager. And we would like you to stay tuned for details on upcoming roadshows and installer trainings that will be held early next year. Thank you for joining. We had some questions come through during the presentation, so we'll try and answer some of those in the remaining time. For this, I would like to introduce Zaf, who is our marketing manager for Sonnen Australia, to help read out some of those questions.
Thanks, Tim, for that exciting products walkthrough. Just to let you know that Sonnen has local marketing support available for all of our partners around the nation, and you can contact us, as Tim mentioned, via the contact details on the screen. And yes, please leave your questions in the chat or Q&A function, and I will. So one question we have, Tim, is what is the maximum PV you can have on the Black Start?
So the maximum PV that we can have on the Black Start is 6 kilowatts, AC coupled through the Sonnen for the Black Start function.
Okay, great. And will it be made in Australia?
No, the sonnenBatterie, in order to bring the sonnenBatterie Evo to the market quickly, we need to produce the first generation in Germany. So Sonnen Australia will it will maintain its production facility and capability in South Australia for future plans.
Great. We have a question here regarding what is the cost of a sonnenBatterie Evo?
Yeah, for the cost, like I mentioned before, I would encourage you to contact one of our 3 national distributors on this page, or contact Sonnen direct for pricing on the sonnenBatterie Evo, and also about becoming a Sonnen partner.
Can this system be wall mounted?
No, the sonnenBatterie Evo is a floor-mounted system. It comes with a plinth with adjustable feet to elevate it off the ground level, and also to balance for uneven ground.
We have a question here. Is it available in New Zealand?
The sonnenBatterie Evo will be available in New Zealand. The initial supplies will be in Australia, so we will notify our New Zealand partners early next year about when the Sonnen Evo will be available there.
Great. When will the system be available in Australia?
Yep. So we are expecting our first units to arrive early in Q1 next year. So again, we recommend partners that are interested get in contact with us early and secure pre-orders of stock for those early shipments if they can.
Okay, great. A question here, what is the changeover period when a blackout occurs? Will the household suffer any disruption?
Yeah, so it is an EPS, so emergency backup supply, not a UPS, uninterrupted. So there is the potential for a slight interruption, although we do expect that to be less than 1 second.
Will it be available through the Solar Victoria accreditation?
Yeah, so the sonnenBatterie Evo will be compliant with all of the relevant standards in Australia. So therefore will be available through both the home battery scheme in South Australia, which is then linked to the Victorian scheme, and then the other schemes that are available around Australia as well.
What is the size of the battery inverter in kilowatts?
So it's an AC coupled system. So the charge discharge rate is 5 kilowatts, is the continuous supply.
It's great to see all these questions come through. What is the max PV allowed on the system, or is that the same as Black Start answer you provided?
Yeah, so the system can be AC coupled to any size solar system, so there's no restriction for that. The restriction is only if the customer requires the black start functionality, which is the recharging of the battery and the supplying of the designated circuit when there is a off-grid event. So if there is more than 6 kilowatts of solar at the site, then again we can AC couple that without any problems. It just means that the only power that the customer will have available to them in the blackout is the energy that's stored currently in the battery when the event happens.
And is the plinth supplied?
The plinth is supplied with the kit, yes. So as I mentioned in one of the slides, there should be 5 components that rock up with your battery order. The main battery unit with the power unit already installed, 2 boxes for each of the individual battery modules, an accessory kit which will have your energy meter in it, and some cables, as well as the plinth as well.
Does it switch back to charging or discharging is automatically if the house owner requires it to intervene?
I'm sure. I think that if it's normal operation mode, if we're not talking about a blackout situation, then it'll charge and discharge depending on the current generation of the PV slide, or PV generation, and the load in the house. And if there is capacity in the battery and PV available, then it will automatically provide the grid reference through black start as well. The only requirement for the customer to press the black start button would be if the battery was completely depleted overnight. We just need to press the button in order to wake up the grid inverter again.
Okay. What is the battery degradation?
From a warranty point of view,
Yes.
So our standard warranty with all of our sonnen batteries is 10 years, 10,000 cycles, with an 80% minimum capacity at the end of that period.
Does the battery include multi-flow technology, supply loads and charge battery at the same time, or discharge from battery and solar inverter at the same time?
I might have to come back on that one. Yeah, sorry.
No worries. Yep.
Yeah.
How many sonnenBatterie EVOs can be daisy chained to the first set and internal sonnen inverter?
So at the moment, we can cascade 3 sonnen batteries together and have one the monitoring or recorded on one portal. If they like more than that, then we can use a switched-in device or something like that to consolidate the monitoring.
So can we use this battery and inverter with a 6 kilowatt of solar PV? And then the system is fully functional with or without grid power?
Correct.
And there is a 5 kilowatt or 20 amps available on the backup power?
That's correct. Yep. Yep. So the only restriction on solar is just around the black start function. That's the only restriction around the 6 kilowatts.
Mm-hmm. And Tim, could you just repeat again in regards to where our partners can find pricing information?
Yep. They can go to one of our 3 distributors, which is AC Solar Warehouse, Green Trek, and TradeZone, or they can get in contact with Sonnen direct and discuss partnerships and pricing.
Will the battery be able to discharge across 3 phases for backup loads?
No, it is a single phase system. So it will only charge and discharge on its phase that it's connected to. But the 3-phase meter can be programmed to read what happens there. So it'll get netted out at the net meter, but it'll only discharge on one phase.
I think this question might just be getting regarding some clarification. Black Start maximum is at 6 kVA inverted power or 6 kilowatt solar?
So 6 kilowatt solar by PV and solar. So yep.
Okay. Can you install multiple sonnenBatterie EVOs on a site?
You can, yes.
Great. I think they're all the can you do 3 sonnens over 3 phases?
Yes.
And just in regards to any attendees here that we might have from New Zealand, how can they get, I guess, information for that?
Yep. So we'll all the Sonnen Evo information will be made available after today. Regarding availability and delivery times, again, we'll announce them early next year to the New Zealand installers.
Okay. Awesome, Tim. I think they're all the questions. And yeah, if we do receive any more, I guess, or if we haven't gone to yours, we will follow up with you guys afterwards.
Cool. Excellent. Okay. I think we're just about out of time as well, Zaf. So thank you for your help there. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us today. We look forward to speaking to you soon. Please reach out to the Sonnen team or to our distributors for more information. But thank you.